Hello friends. In this video we will learn about Indian legends. Our lives have become very different from what they used to be in the past. There were times when people did not even enjoy the basic rights. For instance, everyone could not get access to education. Only people who had money could afford to get their children to schools. Girls were denied access to many activities which boys could do. Even if some people preferred their children to go to school, their choice was mostly for the boys. Other than this, there were several groups of people which were treated badly. They were exploited because of their social background, their birth in particular family, occupation. For many centuries such situations continued to exist in India. Then came the period when Indians were ruled by the British rule. Indians came across the Western system of education. This education system made people aware about the ill practices being following in our system of education. During this period and from among these people, emerged several reformers. They introduced positive changes in the society and changed several norms and practices. Among these reformers were the legendary Raja Ram Mohan Roy, Swami Dayanand Saraswati, Jyotirao Phule. Raja Ram Mohan Roy is also known as the father of modern India, for his various contributions towards the betterment of the Indian society. He mainly campaigned against the oppression of women. He held a movement to abolish the sati system. Sati was a practice wherein a wife had to burn herself to death on her husband's funeral pyre. Due to his efforts, the practice of sati was banned in 1829. He was against various systems like dowry, child marriage, idol worship and polytheism. As he was a firm believer of the Upanishads, he did not support the practice of sati, because the Upanishads did not approve them. He promoted Western science and imparted English education. He also translated several Persian and English works into Sanskrit and Bengali. He established the Brahmo Samaj in 1828, Calcutta, now known as Kolkata. This Samaj followed and promoted the principles established by Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Swami Dayanand Saraswati was a firm believer of the Vedas. For him, Vedas were the source and origin of all knowledge. According to his opinion, the Vedas contained solutions to all sound problems. Hence, he also raised a well-known slogan, "Go back to the Vedas." He was the founder of the Arya Samaj. It was established in the year 1875. This Samaj did not support idol worship, polytheism, untouchability and child marriage. It also promoted Western education along with women education. A book named Satyarth Prakash was written by this legend. In this book, he has written about the ideas for the upliftment of the Indian society. According to the Swami Dayanand Saraswati, education was the most important asset for a society to progress. For accomplishing and contributing towards this goal, he founded the Dayanand Anglo-Vedic School, DAV. These schools imparted two educational systems together, the traditional Indian education system and the modern Western education system. However, these schools remained concentrated mainly in the northern and western parts of India. Jyotirao Phule was a notable social reformer. He fought against the system, which discriminated and oppressed the lower castes. He firmly believed that the upper castes were promoting and strengthening various ill practices in the Indian society. Among these were female infanticide, dowry, child marriage and polygamy. For him, women education and widow remarriage held a lot of importance. Wife Savitri Bai supported him and contributed in his efforts. They together ran an orphanage and a girls' school. On 1st of January 1848, India's first school for girls was started at Bhireswada in Pune. In 1873, he became founder of the Satyasodak Samaj in Maharashtra. He spread his ideas through his writings. He challenged several myths and legends that denied equality to the people of the oppressed and lower castes. Let's recap the efforts of all these social reformers. Along with these, there were many other social reformers who taught people to give up social evils and superstitions. They promoted respect for human beings and the importance of living together. There were many other Indians whose lives inspire us. One of them was Vinoba Bhave, who spread the message of non-violence and human rights. Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar stood for the upliftment of the status of Indian women. He also introduced the practice of widow remarriage. Baba Amte worked to help poor people who suffered from a disease called leprosy.